Are we going? I think so. All right. Alright, hey, good morning, or good afternoon, good evening. It is I, your host, Pogo Kiddo, with yet another episode of Redstone Lapis Lazuli. Hello. Let's see, where we at here? Switch back. Is it gonna crash? It crashed. Ah! So I'm switching back to Java, right? Oh wait, did it crash? No, it didn't crash. Yeah! I'm switching back to Java. For the time being. Holy shit, it's all wrecked. There it goes. Okay. So yeah, I went back to Java for the time being, because I'm a little frustrated. Not frustrated, but like burnt out on building things. Options. Settings. I haven't done this in a while. Extras. Okay. No! Hide my video settings. Extras. Don't show any FPS. There we go. Okay, there we go. Yeah. So hi. Oh shit. Oh. Oh. Okay. Yeah. See. Welcome back to Java Minecraft. Okay, I can go through all the way. Nice. Hey, I'm on the other side now. Okay. So yeah, back in Java Minecraft, just because Bedrock is cool and all. I'm not, nothing wrong with it. But on that world, on that server, I just like I haven't built all the stuff I already built here. Like I don't have elytra wings and so I don't want to have to rebuild it again. So anyways, I've been pretty like tired lately. The time change has really messed me up. I'm now my alarm wakes me up now right when I'm in the middle of REM sleep. And so like it's really uncomfortable waking up. It sucks. I'm really tired. And it doesn't matter what time I go to bed. I went to bed at 9 o'clock last night. And like I just laid in bed till like at least midnight. Just laying there being annoyed by my cat. Because yeah, it's hot sometimes. And he doesn't care. So anyways, I'm using the latest version, beta 3 I think, of Rethinking Voxels. So the reason why I switched to the latest version of Rethinking Voxels is because check out that shadow, man. I've got a shadow now. I have a shadow, me and my shadow. I don't know the rest of the song. Da 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 da. Anyways, yeah. So I have a shadow now, and I'm like, that's pretty cool. Go Ukraine. So plus I've been really like disappointed in what's been going on. I mean, like disappointed, depressed, bummed out. Like Israel is doing a genocide in Gaza, and the Biden administration, like if you listen to them, they say, "Oh, we haven't seen any evidence of a genocide." Which is really weird because because that's the preliminary findings of the International Court of Justice did exactly that. They found a bunch of evidence of genocide. So like who are you gonna believe? who's like the USA put its credibility on the line and it just lost. So I mean like that's pretty shitty, dude. That's pretty shitty to wreck the credibility of the United States. To defend genocide. Like, you fucking idiots. So yeah, I feel pretty bad about that. But at the same time, yeah, other stuff is going on. Ow. What other stuff are you talking about? I mean, like in Arizona today. Well, so yeah, there was the eclipse a few days ago, like yesterday. Like, I'm in Oregon. We don't see anything here, but that's okay. We already had our eclipse adventure like a few years ago, and that was cool. It was really cool. If you haven't seen an eclipse in person, I really recommend you see it, because the photographs don't do it justice. Like, no photograph can do it justice. That's the thing. No photograph or video camera can do it justice. You have to see it with your eyes, natural eyes, and you'll see rainbows and auras flying off of the sun, the moon sun. It looks amazing. And you cannot capture it in a photo, and you cannot capture it in a video camera. You have to actually see it to see it. It's really cool. So yeah, congrats to everyone who got to see that yesterday. But then Arizona revived a 140-something-year-old law that banned all abortion in the state of Arizona. This law was passed before women even had the right to vote. And the Arizona Supreme Court, which was stacked by Republicans to be conservative, well, quote, quote, to be Nazi, let's be real here, to be fascist. It was stacked by the Confederates to be fascist. They took away the right, they took away the right of women to their own bodies. So, pretty crappy. Pretty terrible. So, and then what did Donald Trump say? Donald Trump, in response, said, oh, like, I leave it up to the states. But that's code word. That's just code. He doesn't really leave it up to the states, because that's why he's going after all these states for their that's why he has the whole sanctuary thing, because he doesn't actually believe in states' rights. He just uses it as code word to allow Confederate states to take away the rights of women and treat women like less than human. Hey, I need the reflections on the earth here. Options. Shader pack settings. Atmosphere. No, not here. Materials. There we go. So it really feels like it's raining. There we go. Now it really feels like it's raining. Right? It looks wet. Ugh. And it. Yeah. Okay. Ooh, there's actually rain. You can see the rain now. But look at that. The sun's out, even though it's raining. Where's the rainbow? There should be a rainbow over here on the opposite side. Anyways. So, anytime Republicans say states' rights, what they mean is our right to take away, or like our power to take away the rights of other people. Like, that's the same thing that Confederates say every time they try to justify the Civil War, the Confederate attack on the Union. They always say it was fought over states' rights, and then you have to say, well, states' right to do what? A states' right to own human being? Yeah, that's called slavery, you fucks. So don't be tricked by Donald Trump saying, oh, it's just states' rights. Donald Trump wants to take away the right of women to their own bodies. He doesn't even like women. He treats them like crap. Look at what he's doing to Jean Carroll. like I can't believe it. His own wife doesn't like him. Melania doesn't even hang out with him anymore. So you can't believe what they're saying there. So like, yeah, it sucks. On one hand, you have like the Confederates trying to stop multiracial democracy from becoming a reality. And on the other hand, you have Joe Biden promoting genocide, covering for genocide in Palestine, denying genocide, and ruining the credibility of the United States in doing so. So it just sucks. It just sucks. I'm sure there's good news somewhere, but I don't know where it is because I've like been like replaying all the mistakes of my life in my head, and oh my, like of lately I haven't been able to sleep very good, like because I keep waking up, having to wake up too early because of the time change, and then I just feel bad about stuff. Oh yeah, Donald Trump weaseled out of having his property seized. Remember how Donald Trump had that court payment? He had to pay $463 million. He had to pay like $463 million. Then he talked the court into lowering it down to $175 million. Then he got one of his buddies to basically sacrifice their business for him. Their buddies said, "Oh yeah, we'll give you a bond for $175 million." But then the prosecutor started poking around that bond, and it turns out the company, Knight something, doesn't actually have the money to pay the $175 million. So it's like a fake bond. It's not a real bond. But Donald Trump managed to avoid getting his property seized. He got another delay. Ah! He always gets delays. Donald Trump is the master of getting delays. Like, they just give it to him. For some reason, they just give him delays forever and ever and ever. So, yeah, he got another delay. He didn't actually pay the $175 million. Because the company that's covering the bond doesn't actually have it. So he got away with it again. Like, it's amazing. And then Judge Eileen Cannon, the judge that he bought, that he owns in Florida, is like doing her damnedest to slow walk the document trial. She will not let that thing ever finish. As long as she's judge, it will never ever finish. So he'll get away with that one too, because that's what he wants, delay until he dies. And then he can die laughing at us, saying that he got away with all his crimes and the United States couldn't do anything about it. So that sucks. There's another trial, his fraud trial on April 15th. That's Monday. So supposedly, finally, we'll see Donald Trump in a criminal trial that he's used up all his chances to delay. He's done he tried to sue the judge. He tried to he tried to do everything to delay it. And finally, this judge is not having it. And he said, nope, we're doing it on the 15th. And they've tried and tried, and he's tried and tried and tried to delay it, and he can't do it. So maybe he might actually, have a criminal trial, finally. So we'll see on Monday. And he's gonna, of course, the way it works is he's gonna lose. Because he's guilty. He's a fucking criminal. So, there's no question what's gonna happen. He's gonna lose. That's why he keeps delaying, because he knows if he ever goes to trial, he'll lose. So the only way he can win is to delay indefinitely. He delayed his January 6th trial by claiming that he was king under the Constitution, and since he has lots of friends in the Supreme Court, they said, oh yeah, we know it's a stupid fucking claim to say that you're king under the Constitution, but since we're your friends, Donald Trump, we're gonna help you out and entertain your argument and kill a year worth of time to do so. Because the whole point, Donald Trump's whole point, is to push everything past the election. Because even if he's gonna lose the election. He's gonna lose the election. And when he does, he's gonna mobilize his shadow army to attack the United States, just like he did the last time. because, like, you know, nothing happened to him. Like, all the little guys got in trouble, but nothing happened to him. He staged a coup and nothing happened. So of course he's gonna do it again. Like, in fact, he's really motivated now, because if he fails, he's gonna go to prison. So he's really gonna try to make sure that his coup works this time. So yeah, I don't know how much more I can tell you. I mean, like, I've done this show for how many years now? Like, I'm getting kind of tired of it, I guess. Because I keep saying the same thing. And I'm not getting paid for this. I don't get money for this. I don't get like women or friends or influence or anything. I get nothing for this. In fact, I lose all my friends and family over this. So, yeah. Not exactly like the most pleasant thing to do. To keep reminding people, warning people that Donald Trump is a dictator, a tyrant who's going to try to overthrow the government again. And this time he's got a bunch of friends. Look at all the billionaires who are on his side. Elon Musk, total fascist, absolute fascist. Fuck Elon Musk. That guy is a Nazi. Like, and his cars suck. That's the other news. His company Tesla abandoned the affordable version of the Tesla car. They promised they'd deliver on that, and they never did. They only sell sports or like luxury cars. So Tesla's stock has tanked a lot. But yet the US government still contracts with him to do a bunch of dangerous things. And what's scary is that he's absolutely on the side of Vladimir Putin. And Vladimir Putin's a fucking dick. He's stupid. Vladimir Putin's like the one of the stupidest people you can think of. The only reason why he gets away with stuff is because people don't call him on his bullshit. And so they're afraid of him. So he gets away with a lot of shit. Like, for example, I read about the history of Chechnya. So apparently Chechnya and Russia fought a war. And Chechnya won and gained its independence in 1997. But then Vladimir Putin came to power. And then declared a peace treaty. Russia wanted a peace treaty. So they made a peace treaty, and then Vladimir Putin took power, and then restarted the war with Chechnya after, you know, they had time to rebuild their troops and stuff. So and then Chechnya lost, and then all the government was executed and replaced with pliable people who would be friendly toward the Kremlin. Well, Vladimir Putin wants to do the same thing to Ukraine. He'll fight until he can't fight anymore, and then he'll call for a peace treaty, just long enough for him to rebuild his troops, and then he'll go on another war again. So it's really important the United States support Ukraine in its defense against Russia. The problem is, again, Republicans are on the same side as Vladimir Putin. They work together. Like, do I have to show that clip again? Like, all the Republicans are compromised. They all have, Russia has blackmailed all of them. So, like, that's why they keep doing their bullshit, because Russia blackmailed them. But it's not me saying that. Listen to the Republicans themselves.
Mr. Chairman, it's clear that conservative voices are being silenced on social media in the mainstream. I appreciate this hearing. I might also...
No, dude. Where's it at?
their portfolios and they love their money.
What happened? Why is it not working?
And they protect it, and they protect the people that do that. And by doing so, you know, the old honeypot, the Russians do that, and I'm sure members of Congress have been caught up. Why in the world would good conservatives vote for crazy stuff like what we've been seeing out of Congress? It's how it works. You're visiting, you're out of the country or out of town, or you're in a motel or bar in DC, and some whatever you're into, women or men or whatever, comes up and they're very attractive and they're laughing at your jokes and you're buying them a drink. Next thing you know, you're in the motel room with them naked, and next thing you know, you're about to make a key vote, and what happens? Some well-dressed person comes up and whispers in your ear, "Hey man, there's tapes out on you. Were you in a motel room on whatever with whoever?" And then you're like, "Uh-oh," and said, "You really ought not be voting for this thing." I mean, you know, and what do? It's human nature. And, you know, no man or no woman actually is an island, and they know what to get at. You know, if it's women, drugs, booze, it'll find you in DC and in most elected offices. And that's what people.
So, dude, I should have issues. I have issues now playing video in Java Minecraft. I gotta work on that. So I can't play video for some reason, I guess. Gotta work on it. Gotta fix it again. So yeah. So the Russians so the Republicans and the Russians are on the same team. The Republicans have been compromised by the Russians. The Russians have used blackmail to get the Republicans to do whatever they want. That's why Mike Johnson is blocking all the attempts to send aid to Ukraine, because Mike Johnson has been compromised by the Russians. And we already know that Donald Trump is working really closely with Vladimir Putin in order to overthrow the United States. I mean, it's not like Donald Trump has a particular affinity for Vladimir Putin. It's just that Vladimir Putin will give him what he wants, which is power. Help him get what he wants. Well, remember what happened is Donald Trump went bankrupt in the 80s. He lost all his money on the Taj Mahal because he's a terrible businessman. And the Russians bailed him out. And after that, he's owned by the Russians. He launders their money through his properties, through his real estate. So, and we already know that, and that's what happened in 2016. So, I don't know. It'll come out eventually, but will it come out will it be in time? I don't know if people understand what's going on. I mean, I know enough people don't need to know the whole story to understand that Donald Trump is a bad guy. They don't need to know all the ins and outs. They can just see for themselves. Yeah, Donald Trump is a bad guy. He's not presidential material. But that's the thing, right? The economy is fucked up. They want to say that, oh yeah, all the economic indicators are saying what a good job we are doing and what fantastic economy it is. Ow. But maybe if you're rich and your stocks are doing good, but for the vast majority of Americans, they don't own stock. They don't have massive investments. They're just living either on a social security check or just their regular ass job, and inflation is kicking their ass. And you gotta think, where'd all that money go? Where'd all that money, all the inflation money, so money got printed up, a lot of money got printed up for, both COVID and for quantitative easing. Remember how many years of super low interest rates we had? Like, all that extra money had to go somewhere, and it didn't go to the people. It went to the top. So now they raised